didn't switch on that. Just so this is something I wanted. Level blank. I can use a blank level also. I use the default setting where I have a basic sunlight and reflection and skylight is already there. This is like default of Unreal Engine. Content editor. So under content, I'll create a folder. This is GA193. I created a folder. Then, inside that I'll import all your assets. Folder. So when you importing this, I'll just refresh everything. There's an option. Combine mesh, make sure switch it on, otherwise it will split your model into element level. Like if you have hundreds of elements, it will split your model into 100 elements. So make sure your combine mesh is on. Then there's another option. Yes, miscellaneous convert scale is scene. You convert scene, basically convert your max unit to Unreal unit. So make sure this is switched on. Material you can import or you can manually create, that's fine. Import on. These two settings, make sure it's on. So you got this thing, base. So I'll just simply move to another screen. Then, and make sure whenever you import anything, save that these two save at least. Scene to just is a test scene. So if I now can see I have converted this into Unreal unit. That's why the scale is correct. And it's like it's single-sided and it's still in the test mode. I have to close all the model. I have to shell it. I have to create like all the blocks and everything. I can see I've imported this model. These models black parts are flipped, so I have to fix those model in my Max, and my basic structure is on. So now I suppose I have created this. I can just simply press Alt, grid snap, not required, Alt, and move it, and then zoom in. Press B, and it will. If you press B, it will snap to vertex. Like B, and then drag, it will snap to this vertex. Now you got the perfect snapping. So now you can see I have created these two sets. One is floating outside, so once I retile it, it perfectly fits into my scene. Just create this scene like this, and I think now I can see there are few errors. I need to fix this part. Then these are like a mesh are normals are flipped. I need to correct that. Plus my normals, you can see the backside is like all empty. I need to close those areas as well. So like this, I have created this thing. So I'll just duplicate this one more time, at least 3, to check all 3 parts, whatever I have planned. Press B, snap it, perfect snap. The mesh is almost ready. Now select all 3, right click, okay, then duplicate, I forgot to duplicate. Alt, you can drag it, right click, transform, X symmetry. Will make a perfect symmetry. Same again, if you want, you can press your V and snap to the surface. A perfect snapping. B, Just snap it really nicely. Okay, now I can see this in center. This part I need to delete this, or I need to keep it only on one side. And okay, you see, and this what I feel, my scene is bit this like tunnel is bit wide as compared to my reference, because Unreal viewport works differently, Max viewport works differently. So my final output will be in Max, will be in Unreal. So I have to check all the models and everything in Unreal only. So now you can see here it looks bit wide. That means I need to squeeze the model slightly. Plus there are like few errors in the model. I have to fix those errors as well. And the center line also I found an error issue. I have to fix that, because overlap geometry will might create issue. So I'll fix that as well. And yeah, this is almost correct. So now you can see that now I have this thing already imported here. So what I'll do is I'll let's save this, save all. It will ask for to save this thing. I go to this thing, and this is my environment 2, right? ENV2. Let's save it in this folder. Save. Let's save. Done. So once I imported and placed it here, so what I'll do is I'll go back to my Mac and see what can be done here. Sir, if we correct the mistakes in, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to correct the things into Max and then just simply re-import the model. So that's what I'm going to do. So it's because if you do this, you'll see things become very easy. Select and go and check. Okay. So one thing I can see here, my entire model isn't flipped. It's just this face. So maybe while making this model, some issue happened. So what I'll do, face mode, select the entire face, only the face flipped. Maybe something like while extruding, something happened. I'm not sure, like there's something I don't remember, and flip it. You can see, right? Flip it. Okay, nothing, strange. Strange. Now it's flipped, but just fix those. Still black, right? Delete this section. Border and cap it. Now it's correct. Should not behave like this. I don't know why, and why it's happened. That is also I'm not sure of. I believe this thing never happened. happened? It's correct now. It's not even working properly. So these two and bridge it. Just unhide, hide unselected. This is my area edge. Just I will bridge it. Bridge. Just to bridge properly. Polygon mode and we'll go unhide everything, and anything you hide in polygon mode you cannot unhide it, otherwise have to go to on a polygon mode and I'll just fix one of them and replace it. That will be the easiest way to do it, instead of like fixing things again and again manually. Select this one, flip it, it works, but still this is creating all this issue. Why is this edge in the center? Oh, it should go inside. For that depth. So you just simply modify your model here, then again export selected, overwrite your model, go to Unreal, right click, re-import. It should, let's see, this one is fixed, this one is fixed. It should fix, update everything in your model. So I'll just go and do it quickly. This time, select everything, select, white separate. This part is not required, only visible. But these parts are not visible, so I'm deleting all my geometry. Just use this. I don't know how come all this thing happen. Is this also giving me some error? This thing looks fine. Undo it. Okay. Then one more thing I'll do is select the border, this entire border. Extrude. Something. There's something wrong with the math. I don't know, like few days is behaving strange. It never crashed before. Second time it crashing. It's not suspending. I think there's something wrong with the model. I have to cross check it. Otherwise, it should not give any error. It's a simple clean model. Yes, like if you update anything, it will change all the models, everything. Like anything related to that model, everything will be changed. Hmm. These this is something I can create very easily. And anyways, I have to add couple of pipes here and there and few more details. There's a groove
Sir,
here.
for texturing, we have to do unwrap.
Of course, without unwrap, there's no texturing.
In any scanner and
Like of course we're going to use a megascan and all. We're going to use megascan textures, but there will be some specific texture we have to manually create. So like we can use lots of procedural textures and all, like for this base texture, base space. So for base and all, we can create things very easily. Like for this base metal, we can use a procedural map, but for all these pipes and all, we have to create textures. Otherwise it would be very difficult to manage. So I just update anything and just quickly save this file. Select this folder thing.
So
Yes.
I mailed my reference if that'll work.
Okay. It's not excluding like this. So basically, you have to create a model like this. Material, Assign any material. This is like physical material showing. Let me see what is applied here. Some gray material base. So I can just simply modify that to my scan line standard material. Okay, by default, Arnold is selected. That's why it's showing this material. So you can just cover this section. Why it extruding in reverse? I don't know. From this one is showing flat. Export selected. Please override. Let's save the file as well. Go to Unreal. Right-click, import. Instantly it's updated and entire thing. Like I see, it's creating nice clean shadow, no light penetration, nothing. Previously, it was casting all this shadow as well. It became a solid geometry. So like this, we have to create a solid geometry. This is a reason like we have to create a solid geometry, like create this shell, so that whenever you have this, and because I can see there's a hole or something, I have to check it. So then you can just create it, duplicate everything, and place it nicely. So you can see instantly within few minutes you can create this entire scene. You just have to create the basic section properly with all the details, add all these pipes and everything, and then move to next stage. Okay, let me check where reference. Reference. This is nice, but it's very small. If you yes, if you're planning to create the trees and everything, because I can see like in this. Like if you're planning to create all these trees and all, then it's fine. But if you're planning to use like use some presets or something, then it's not, that it's very small. You can see, just have to create one two three, copy paste, and this one just building, that's it. Yes, and you don't have any reference for interior as well. There's nothing interior, no nothing, just flat, just very small, so like way too tiny. Either if you add more details to this, because you can see one material applied everywhere, so it's like this snow material with the rock and nothing else. So make it, this looks nice, only thing is like it's very small, and this is not a 1.5 months work. If you either you expand the scene, add more detail, add more elements to it.
Okay, sir.
uh, So basically, like you can see, like you just block out one section, then duplicate, and like this, you can create the entire scene, and it becomes very easy and handy. It's highly optimized. So you just need to focus on one part, texture it properly, model it properly, unwrap it properly. So what I'll do next is I'll just clean the model, because there's some issue with that those line boxes. That's why I deleted that. So I just clean the model, and I'll add all those pipes here. Then in the next class we can add those wire and all. This wire is missing, so I'll add some wire. Then how to import this light and place it, how to add all those light panels. So I'll add those, next class we'll add those things and place it in Unreal. So now we are creating model, exporting directly into Unreal. Like we are highly dependent in Unreal, so make sure model everything quickly. Start modeling. If you like start modeling things and pushing it to Unreal, and start building a scene, because you're not going to create your entire scene in Unreal. You have to create your entire, sorry, in a Max you have to create the entire scene in your Unreal level. This is your level. So you have to create the entire scene here, like this, copy pasting everything, placing it here. So like this, you have to create the entire scene and create it, and start pushing a scene, and yeah, and submit your this thing references, And if you from this week, if you're not submitting anything, I'll update a student coordinator. She will contact and you, and she will contact you guys, and like check like what, why you not submitting and all. If you are not willing to do it, you can discontinue. So like there's no point wasting time, because like if I don't receive any references, anything from this week onwards, any work, any submission, so don't waste your time and my time.
Sir,
So yeah.
sir, Darshan said to me that he has some doubt, so he needs
Huh.
help.
No, I'll
He
mail him back.
just
He
mailed.
mailed me. No, he mailed me. So I saw the mail, so I'll reply him back.
Okay, sir. He
Yeah.
just mailed me.
No.
Sir, and then for him also he got a timetable. So what he need to do?
No, no, their classes are over. Their classes are already over. So the timetable, it's like timetable here. Definitely, like mailing address is like like mailing is it's a group, right? So
Yeah.
whenever they send a mail, it goes to entire group. So
Okay,
like
sir.
that.
Sir,
So
and then
yeah,
I created some modular objects here. I need to keep different max, or in one max I need to keep.
you can keep one max. You can see I have created one file. This light is separate. This is separate. One max file only. You can create separate files also. You can keep initially when you creating, just stick to one max file, create everything, block out. While exporting, that time we have to plan our plan out assets. So I'll show that. So now I just created this thing, exported this directly. So when I create extra those wire and this lights and other elements, so I'll show the technique how I'm going to place them in my scene and how I'm going to export it and import it in my Unreal. I'll show those things. Don't worry.
Sir, and
So
then I have sir. I have lots of modular pieces. So if I create in one max file, my system will crash.
so you can create. Then you have the answer already. So why are you asking me? If
I'm
you
just
crash, you create separate file.
okay, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just asking it's a wrong or just
No, no, no. It's totally fine. 99% time in industry, they create a separate file for all the assets.
okay, sir.
Only thing is the orientation and position is should be correct. Rest everything is fine.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Okay, start blocking your file and submit your
sir,
references. Yes, yes.
sir, how to do that for honor environment?
What?
For honor environment, which you sent.
For, for honor environment. So like same, like we have to break the things into multiple pieces and start building this thing. So submit your reference, then we can discuss only like which one you
Okay,
want, what you want, then we can discuss. Okay.
okay.
Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow and submit your references.